Una pena que Juan lo haya perdido, la mitad de la clase que se ha hecho precisamente de práctica oral. Una lástima que no se haya conectado, pero la otra parte que es más de práctica escrita, porque os tenéis que, os vais a tener que expresar por escrito. Entonces, se trata de un test. Es un test donde tienes que reconocer lo que estoy diciendo en voz alta y tienes que escribir la verdad para ti mismo. ¿Vale? La respuesta puede tomar cierto tiempo. A lo mejor te puede tomar un minuto, no pasa nada. Escríbela bien, ¿vale? Y escribe todo lo que se te pase por la cabeza. So, there are 8 points. 8 points. I will read each point several times. So you need to write down on a paper. Have you got a paper and a pen there? Yeah. So you need to write down first things that go to your head. First thing that you got in your mind. Once you hear what I'm saying, okay?
Que no estoy entendiendo la actividad en sí.
Vale. Es un test curioso, psicológico, pero lo vamos a hacer en inglés. O sea, para cualquier persona es una cosa interesante, una cosa que tiene cierta curiosidad. Por ejemplo, a mí me gustó mucho, pero lo vamos a hacer en inglés. Entonces, en vez de leerlo en pantalla, ahora mismo lo que tú tienes que hacer es entenderme acústicamente. Entonces, estamos haciendo listening. Si no entiendes alguna cosa, me lo dices, ¿vale? Y lo explico de otra manera. Pero tú me tienes que escuchar, tienes que entender lo que te he dicho y lo que te vaya viniendo en la cabeza, this in English, lo tienes que ir apuntando en el papel. ¿Vale? Cualquier cosa que te pase, que se te pase por la cabeza, independientemente de que te parezca absurda o tonta, no, apúntalo. Luego verás qué gracia. ¿De acuerdo?
Vale. A ver qué sale.
Seguro que bien. Bien, para no distraerte, yo me retiro. Entonces, pasamos a lo que es el test en sí. Imagínate, relájate, respira. Entonces, you are looking into the sea. You are looking into the sea. How do you feel about this? You need to write down how do you feel about this.
He
Let me
entendido
know.
que estoy perdido en el mar.
No, looking. Estás mirando al mar.
Ah,
Mar
mirando.
abierto.
Vale.
You are looking into the sea. How do you feel about this? Let me know once you are done. Avísame cuando estés listo.
Vale.
Next point. You walk through the woods. Woods es como bosque. Forest y woods como maderas. Woods, bosque. You walk through the woods and look down at your feet. What do you see? Write down the feeling
that you get from what you sow. I repeat, you walk through the woods and look down at your feet. What do
For the
you
job?
see? Hmm?
Sorry, for the thick.
Feet, your feet, a tus
Ah,
pies.
vale,
Andas por el bosque y de repente te paras y miras a tus pies.
ok.
What do you see? Write down, escribe, write down the feeling that you get from what you saw. Aparte de lo que ves, describe la sensación, el sentimiento que te provoca lo que has visto. Once again, let me know once you are done.
Ok.
Okay. Number 3. You see seagulls, gaviotas. You see seagulls flying above you. Above, encima. You see seagulls flying above you. How do they make you feel? The seagulls flying above you. How do they make you feel?
Ok.
Next question. You are looking at a running herd of horses. Herd of horses es como un grupo de caballos. Como, bueno, manada sería de perros, de lobos, pero grupo de, no sé cómo se dice, de caballos. Herd, in English, herd. You're looking at a running herd of horses. What are your emotions? You're looking at a running herd of horses. What are your emotions?
It's a wild horses.
Running horses, yeah, running group of horses.
No, no, wild horses or not.
I don't know. It's your imagination, my dear. First thing that comes to your head.
Ok.
Right? Number 5. Now listen well. There is a wall in front of you in the desert. A wall in the desert right in front of you. You don't see the end of it. There is a small hole, a wall, pared, en medio del desierto, enfrente de ti. There is a wall in front of you in the desert. You don't see the end of it. So it is mental. Yeah. And there is a small hole in it. Un agujero. Small hole in it. Through which you can see the oasis. Oasis, un oasis. A un agujero pequeño dentro del que ves un oasis. What are your actions?
Mi reacción, ¿no?
What are your actions? You are in front of a wall in the middle of the desert. There's nothing. A wall that's got no end. And you see a small hole through which, a través del que, through which you can see an oasis. What are your actions? Write them down.
Ok.
Okay. Number 6. Wandering through the desert. Wandering es como vagando, yendo andando de manera vaga. Wandering through the desert. You unexpectedly, inesperadamente, unexpectedly find a jug of water. Water es como un jarrón de agua. Find a jug of water. What will you do?
¿What qué?
What will you do? What will you do? ¿Qué vas a hacer?
Ok.
Next question, number 7. You're lost in a forest at night. You're lost in a forest at night. And you find in a thicket a house in which a light is on. A house in the middle of the forest. The light is on. What will you do in this case? I repeat the question. Lost in the forest at night, you find in a thicket a house in which a light is on. What will you do in this case?
Pedir ayuda, ¿cómo se decía?
¿Mm?
Pedir ayuda.
Ask for help.
¿Cómo? ¿Lux?
Ask for help.
Ok.
Okay, number 8, the last one. You found yourself in a strong fog. Fog, niebla, neblina. You found yourself in a strong fog. You cannot see anything. What are you going to do? I repeat. You found yourself in a strong fog. You cannot see anything. What are you going to do?
Ok.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so now I can switch on my camera. Back here again. So, I will read you now the explanation of these points of this test. And if you want to share with me your answers, you're welcome. But if you feel shy or something like that, so you can say that for you. Do you understand? It's a kind of a psychological test. Yeah. So now of any each question has got an explanation. So I will read you the explanation, what is about, according to each point. And if you want to share, compartir, if you want to share it with me, your answer, you are welcome. But if you would prefer to save it for yourself, si puedes guardártelo tú solo y no quieres compartir, it's absolutely respectable, okay? So, first point. The first point that you look what you've written describes your emotion related to the life, your emotions and your feelings for the life. Is it?
More or less.
Okay, do you want to share what you've written?
Little in the universe, but relaxed and lost.
Absolutely. As far as I know you, that is. Second point, question number 2, is reflecting how do you feel in your family? What are you
Live,
laughing at?
live insects, and I'm feeling live.
Very friendly, no? Isn't it friendly? Isn't it lovely? No, but they want the feeling. How do you feel about that? So do you love the insects? Do they disturb you?
A ver, yo había entendido en la pregunta que estaba en el bosque, miraba mis pies, qué veía y qué sentía.
¿Y cómo te sentías al ver lo que bebías bajo tus pies?
Pues eso, no sé, hojas, insectos. Y me siento vivo porque al fin y al cabo, no sé, es natural. Yo lo pensaba en el sentido buscar naturaleza y
Es
tal.
fabuloso, es fabuloso porque realmente te sientes vivo, con tu familia te sientes vivo, o sea, son seres vivos, es como tal cual lo ves y tú estando con ellos te sientes vivo, fabuloso. Point three is the manner that you perceive and see women.
Es que, claro, yo iba dicho y pues, claro, yo es que lo veo todo desde un punto de vista muy natural y forestal. Yo había
Ya
puesto mal
puesto.
porque no entiendo por qué la gente las alimenta.
¿Sabes lo que puse yo? Cuando hice yo el test, claro, porque yo si ves la explicación y pongo, dice, hace mucho ruido, son molestas y ojalá se fueran a otro mundo. Dice, lo único que hace es molestar, hace mucho ruido y no tiene sentido ninguno, que se vayan a otro lado. So, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. So, we both hate women. Okay. Fourth point. It's how do you see men in your life? How do you perceive men around you? Men, a
Ah,
hombres.
sí, sí. Oh, pues está puesto happy and angry because they are free and me no.
Claro, alguien que te hace competencia, es normal. And in my case, you remember, and I remember literally what I saw in that moment. It's like I saw like a herd of horses just running around me. And my first, like, in my head was like, can they go and run somewhere else? They're annoying. That is the perception of each person because I see it in my manner and you see it in your way. So perfectly understandable. Number five is your principal strategy when you need to sort out your problems. What did you do with the fucking wall?
I'm surprised, but I don't believe.
It's like, I don't believe that it's got the solution. The problem, yeah. I remember when I did it, my answer was
No,
like,
yo creo que es más en el sentido de eso. Me sorprenden, pero no me los creo.
o sea, no sé ni cómo me lo he solucionado, ¿no? In my case, I remember I written, the wall is not so high and I've got long legs. that my manner of sorting out problems, like, I jump it over. And the problem's over. Hay un buen chiste, o bueno, chiste, no chiste, sino como una expresión que me gusta mucho cuando dice, bueno, ¿y tus problemas cómo lo has solucionado? Dice, ¿tus problemas qué? Dice, nada, solucionado. Dice, ah, ¿sí? ¿Y cómo lo has solucionado? Nada, he decidido que no son problemas. Ya está. Next point, number 6, which is a bit particular and a bit private. So number 6 reflects what in the manner you decide to have a partner in love and in sex, and your priority and your manner of being selective.
No te entendí del todo.
Okay, number 6 reflects, o sea, refleja your way of being selective in love and in sex.
Ah, it's logic.
¿Qué has hecho con el jarrón?
I punch me and improve no esa ilusión.
Sorry. Once again.
Me golpeo y compruebo que no es una ilusión.
I remember I did like, I don't know if what is inside is water. So it's like, I take it with me, but I'm not drinking. Just in case maybe the jar is valuable or something like that, but I don't know what is inside, so I don't believe it. So more or less the same, yeah. The same way. Sorry, I don't know you. Number seven is more curious ever. It's how ready you are for getting married.
He puesto, pido ayuda para llamar.
Obviously not ready.
No.
In my case, when I made it, that was before I met Jorge. My reaction was like, "There's nobody. It's my house." I was like, "There's nobody. It's my house." Yeah, more than ready. And the last one, and the point that makes you think, it's how do you percibes, how do you perceive the death and losing people?
I continue to work. Continuando.
Continue walking. So, well, we lose people, but anyway, you continue walking. I'm very curious about Juan's answers on this test. And for future, I would like to know your opinion about this kind of lesson when I introduce additional material, not only grammar, not only speaking, but something different and something interesting, which makes you really think, and not only English, but it's like to what do you think about this content in our lessons?
I think is other mode for understand. In my situation, the problem is more the listening and the talking, but the listening is when I don't when you put off the cam, it's different. I don't see your mouth.
That's why I switched that off. That's why. Just to make you listen, hear, and to concentrate on what you hear. That's why. And just to concentrate on the message that you hear without my expression, without my hands, without my mimics, etc. So you know that I'm very expressive. No, that's the proposal. So I like this kind of different activities. Like it's not a normal way of having the lesson. We have our grammar part, we have our speaking part, we have our everything's balanced. But time to time, I like introducing interesting things and something different, just to have a breath. Like, yeah, that's life, and we are learning English not only for having tests and sorting out grammar problems and things like that. We are learning it to speak and to use it. And that's the point.
Yeah, I think it's good. I like it.
Perfect. So if we agree on that point, I hope I'll send the link to Juan right now to the group. And our next lesson on Wednesday, I want to start with his with his with what he answered and what he replied to these points, because it's really interesting that you laugh a lot, because at the end yes, I wrote what I really think inside. It's like something subconscious that you got, and you never realize it. As for me, I love these kind of things. Okay, so thank you for coming, thank you for the lesson, and I see you on Wednesday then.
Y, una cosita, te iba a decir,
Dime.
si el test ese lo tienes de alguna página o algo, si me lo puedes pasar, que a mí esas cosas me gustan.
Ya me he dado cuenta. ¿Te lo paso en inglés?
Sí, mismo. Así también lo practico.
Lo paso, sí, sí que lo copio y el texto lo pego ahí en el grupo.
Vale, perfecto.
A ver, solo tengo las preguntas, la explicación porque se me ha quedado en la cabeza
Sí,
lo que significaba cada cosa, pero yo creo que tú también te has quedado ya con
sí,
lo que era
más o menos me queda
cada
todo claro.
una. Sí, aparte, como se queda también en el enlace, o mientras yo lo estaba diciendo, también
Vale,
tú puedes acceder al vídeo de YouTube cuando quieras, y ahora aparte también lo copio en el grupo.
perfecto.
Okay, so thank you. See you.